a
Oh my
billionaire. They said
god,
she was the
Yeah, the
first.
daughter.
Kylie Jenner,
that.
Kylie Jenner,
Yeah,
like the
Kylie
first
Jenner.
self-made
Yeah.
billionaire woman. When it's
Yeah.
one of the fucking Jenners, it's crazy.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, you mean the daughter of like 2 billionaires? Self-made, yeah, I guess.
What does self-made mean? Like, I don't understand what
It's
it
funny
means
how you never
anymore.
see like a self-made African starving child become a billionaire. It's fucking weird, huh? How there's never any billionaires coming from those villages impoverished.
You
It's
just
always these
reminded me.
first world billionaires.
You actually
Huh?
just reminded me of one billionaire in particular that actually I think fits the mold of self-made. Isn't the guy behind 5 Hour Energy? Didn't he come from pretty much nothing and then donates like almost all of his billions to like conservation and like really positive shit? I vaguely remember reading about him a
I have
couple years
no
back.
idea what 5 Hour Energy
Yeah,
is.
I've never even heard of it.
You guys don't know 5
There's
Hour
a $1 billion
Energy?
company.
Yeah, it's 5 Hour Energy is absolutely massive. Let me
It's
find the guy's
huge. It
name.
was one of the first really big mainstream popular energy drinks.
Website looks shit.
It became a $1 billion company in 2012, and that was still a decent bit before energy drinks became so like mainstream.
Oh yeah, no, it blew up.
Yeah, it was huge.
And I remember the guy, his name is
Manoj Bhargava.
Yeah, he was apparently like a super wholesome guy. So the majority of like his billions that he was generating through this, he was giving back. So this guy just seemed like to come from pretty much out of nowhere, start this and give it all away.
Since 2015, he has pledged 99% of his net worth towards bettering the world's less fortunate.
Yeah, in
We never hear about these
2022,
kinds of characters, do we?
I know, which is sad.
Yeah.
This guy's
Because
just nice.
true altruism isn't exciting. People
Yeah.
don't want to
Yeah.
read about this shit. No one cares. They want to read about Elon Musk being like, I'm going to use my millions to launch my cat into space. They don't actually want to read about charity and shit because it's not
like
sensational. Yeah, it's not
Guess
showing.
another
It's not
example
flashy.
could be authors. Authors usually are kind of self-made, I guess, because it doesn't take a lot of money to get started writing. You know,
True.
you kind of just need a typewriter or a laptop. Like J.K. Rowling would be an example where I think she used to be like lower or middle class woman
Yep.
in an
Yeah.
abusive relationship, and then she became a billionaire.
She
Wait,
was
and
a
how is she not the
single-
first self-made billionaire woman then?
She was a single mother and was
Mm.
writing Harry Potter in her spare time. Yeah.
How did Kylie Jenner
Wait,
beat
good
her?
points. Why is she not a self-made? Well, the thing is also, I think technically she's no longer a billionaire because she gives so much to charity that Forbes, I think at some point they announced that they had to drop her from the list of billionaires because she keeps giving away money.
But she still would have
Yeah,
been a
that's
billionaire
only a good-
before.
That's only a good
Yeah.
thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, I
As
know. that's a good thing.
controversial
I'm
and
not-
shitty as J.K. Rowling is, I mean, that's a great thing. I wish more billionaires were
I
like
wasn't
that.
calling her shitty. I don't think she's shitty at
But-
all. I think it's a good thing.
That's the
But
reason
also-
why you don't hear about her is like the self-made billionaire. Kylie Jenner is like a pretty squeaky clean in the public eye with a massive following that worships her. So calling her self-made scores brownie points with that community. But if you say that for J.K. Rowling after everything she's done and like all the people she's like pissed off over the years, you just get attacked. So no one really writes
Yep.
about it.
What about didn't Kylie Jenner do that protest video with Pepsi though?
Yeah, but that's
Oh, I love
just
that
that was
video
just
so
goofy.
much.
It's not like she actually
was
made
not
people mad. It was
goofy.
just goofy.
I forgot about that.
It should have made
man.
people mad. It's such a fucking tone
Well,
deaf
hang
video.
on. How much do we know that that was
did.
her idea? Do
It
we
doesn't
know
matter
that
if it was her idea. She was in it.
I would have been in it too, Jackson. I would have given the
Yeah.
officer
Oh my
Pepsi
God.
if
No,
I was
Jack-
offered the role.
Jackson, there's a
What?
difference between her showing up and going, hey, Pepsi, I want you to give me the money to make my anti-war protest film, and Pepsi saying, hey, we'll give you $100 million to star in our commercial. There's a big difference.
I disagree. I think you say no to that one.
Yeah, but you have no clear-cut idea of how it's going to turn out until you're actually a part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Surely she knows the raw concept behind. What
Yeah, and
is
Jackson,
being
to somebody
done.
like-
if Pepsi came to your doorstep with a briefcase
Yeah.
of $100 million and said you're going to star in an anti-war protest commercial,
Yeah,
would you
exactly.
say yes or no?
It wasn't an anti-war protest
It
video.
was an
though.
anti-violence protest commercial.
It was we're all divided, which is why
Yeah.
Pepsi can unite us. Like if
Would you say yes or no to
yeah,
that?
if you get pitched on the concept, Jackson, like, hey, everyone's kind of mad at each other. Why don't you be in this commercial where we're going to try and make a wholesome, positive thing about it and bring us together? You'd probably be like,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
I'm on board.
all right. Wait. It's impossible for me to know whether I would say yes or no, and it depends on a price tag. But also, I would be completely fine with then criticism being levied at me for
And she
you know,
was
appearing
fine.
in that.
It's not like she's making a big stink about it.
Well, true. Yeah, I guess. But not much of a stink was made in the first place.
That's not true.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was massive news. Everyone making fun of her and Pepsi for
Not
it.
directly.
Fucking,
Not
you love
directly
the
at her,
boys,
though, right?
Jackson. You love the boys so much. One of the newest episodes had a direct parody of that commercial, calling it out for how cynical it was.
Yeah, no. That's what I was thinking of when I first started talking about this.
And
But-
yet you say it wasn't a big deal.
Well, it wasn't. She's still a self-made billionaire, and she did like.
They
Charlie
would
was
take
saying-
her
Can we stop
money
calling her a
away.
Yeah, no, I
self-made?
know.
Commercial,
Can we
Jack.
stop saying
But
that?
like Charlie said before, like she's still squeaky clean and shit, even though she's clearly, I would say, moralless, or she doesn't really
I
care
don't
about.
think starring in a bad commercial makes you a bad person.
I think it could be an indicator.
I think there's so much worse things that she should have done to earn that moniker, but starring
it
in a
doesn't
way
mean
worse
she's a-
designed commercial. Who
Doesn't mean
cares?
she's a bad person, but she's definitely disconnected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
disconnected would be a much better word for it.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's a single billionaire who's connected to the modern man.
Well,
It's
Manoj
almost impossible to be.
Bagava possibly could be if he's pledged 99% of his money.
But that makes him not a billionaire, doesn't it?
Yeah, makes him eventually not a billionaire.
Yeah.
Also, just a fun fact about Manoj Bagava, the CEO of Innovations Ventures, who created what was the energy drink called?
5-hour energy.
He was born in a city in India called Lucknow. It's just called Lucknow. That's a cool city.
It paid off.
Yeah, every person that came from Lucknow became like a billionaire or super successful.
They do shit like that in Africa where they just name things after English phrases. I had a buddy who went to Africa and his tour guide was named Good Luck. Like that was his official legal name, just Good Luck.
That's really awesome, actually.
I think it's cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, so I guess Manoj Bagava is one example of a billionaire who is genuinely self-made. I think authors becoming self-made billionaires, it still depends on how self-made they truly are. Like there's a lot of things that go into how successful an author could be. Like if they've got the right connections and stuff, are they still self-made?
I mean, depends on what do you mean by connections. Like, if your book is shit, people are still not gonna really buy it.
I disagree.
I don't know.
I think if you get put in the right press releases or right
Yeah, I
Kylie Jenner
guess you're
Instagram
right.
posts, then are you
Yeah.
still truly self-made?
I don't know.
Well, by that definition, Jackson, there's never going to be a self-made billionaire because you need the structures
agree.
in play to create a billionaire in the first place.
I agree. I don't think you can become a billionaire by being truly self-made.
Well,
it
can
takes a lot of
you-
collaboration.
Can you become anything truly self-made
Yeah,
then?
is there anything in the world that is self-made?
Yeah.
No, I think it's a poor title.
Unless you're a
there's nothing
fucking
self-made.
caveman living in the woods, you will never do anything self-made.
Yeah, but you're not going to be a billionaire in the woods. That's my point.
I don't know what your point is, though. It's just saying, like,
I get it, but
I don't. Like, nothing is self-made.
no. Yeah, no, that is my point. We're arguing whether Manoj Bagava is self-made. Well, we're saying he is self-made, at least relative to Kylie Jenner. But I would say that there's still a lot of other people that contributed to his success that doesn't make him truly self-made. I mean, he doesn't have the overhead, like money coming down
Yeah, but
from
when-
his parents, which
Yeah, but
Kylie
that's
Jenner
what
had.
people usually mean by self-made is, oh, this guy started from like zero and he didn't have
Yeah,
any
but built-
Do
investment.
they though?
Empire.
Then why the fuck did they give it to Kylie Jenner? No one knows what self-made means.
pandering,
Yeah, it's
Jackson.
just pandering.
Yeah, that's just pandering. Yeah, that's not really, and yeah,
Yeah, fair.
they're just made up bullshit. I mean, good for her, I guess, but not self-made.
Would you consider yourself self-made, Charlie?
No, I don't think so.
Why? I don't think you had like extremely wealthy parents who handed things to you on a silver platter.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I got, like, the success I found came off the back of, like, Ray William Johnson promoting it, and then after that, it just became like a cascade of, like, luck that had to transpire in order for me to get to where I am.
True. Yeah.
Like, it's not like I
I mean,
pulled
I
myself
think
up
you're
by my
downplaying-
bootstraps.
I think you're downplaying how much you directly led to that, but yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Someone I
What about
would
you,
consider
Andrew?
self-made though on YouTube would be Mr. Beast. He started by just doing like random shit that could go viral, like counting to 100,000 in a single video and shit like that, and it went viral all on its own without any like handouts or shoutouts or anything. So he actually straight up like built that channel from nothing. So I thought that was pretty impressive. I'd say that's probably a better definition of self-made, or even like PewDiePie, who was only doing Let's Plays and then it just grew on its own organically. I got handed out a shout out from the biggest channel on the platform.
You still had views before Ray William Johnson, though.
Yeah, but
Not
you kind of,
maybe-
if you got that shout out, it means it had merits and you earned it, though. It wasn't like a favor. It wasn't like, again, Bezos's parents giving him $300,000.
Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't,
no fucking reason.
I wouldn't compare it to like growing up super like with everything put on your plate or anything like that. But at the end of the day, it was still luck, and Ray William Johnson like boosted everything for me.
Yeah.
It was lucky.
Mean, if you're going with that, you've also gotten shout outs along the growth ladder. Like PewDiePie gave you a big shout out way back in the day, and there's been other ones floating around.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I don't see a massive difference in between. Like that seems like just organic growth for YouTube. Really, like someone larger, shouts your stuff out or says that they enjoy your content, and I'm sure people did that with PewDiePie and Mr. Beast when they were, slightly smaller. I still think that word of mouth is a factor there.
Well, that's what
basically what Ray William
virality
Johnson
is.
did to you.
Virality
Yes,
is
pretty good
literally
point.
word of mouth.